We finally made it. We are here at Jensen's Engine Technologies. This is Andy. Thanks for letting us do this, because this is kind of the first time that we've ever done anything like this. How about you?
Yeah, me too. I've had this machine for about 10 years. Probably 1,000 engines have gone across this thing. Everything from two-barrel round track stuff to 1,000+ horsepower bracket motors. Never a rat's nest like this.
No.
Yeah.
And
is that gonna run?
Well,
is it gonna run?
Honestly, I'm not 100% sure on what I'm doing, but that's why we got that guy.
He knows what he's doing? None of you guys do, I'm sure of that.
Fire up the Quattro! All right, look at that. Look at that. Look at that 100,000-mile engine. We are gonna take this on a dyno this weekend. So just driving on the way to Pennsylvania, we see this awesomeness, Cummins powered water sprayer tank at Java Farm Supply. That is cool.
Not really sure what it does.
No,
it looks cool.
Hydraulic open, but you can't, like, these just spray out. So what is that for?
Washing parking lots?
Oh, and look at that.
There you go.
Okay, what you're looking at is the lagoon crawler. We have a website, noon.ca. We have Facebook as well.
So stopped at this restaurant. We just took a little drive out back first. This place is awesome. But this thing, oh, the Diamond T. Love it. Looks like a chopped roof. Oh, so nice. I love it. Now I feel we've moved on to the Haggerty. Check out the milk truck with a wooden cab and then the milk containers. Oh, that is awesome, coming from a dairy background. Oh, just gorgeous. Look at that thing. Chain driven. I guess you need your AZ. So I'm gonna try and buy this, LS swap that, and then race Stefan and his midget.
There's like a 4-cylinder in this thing.
Oh, I love it.
Another diamond. I guess he likes his diamond trucks. Get that out of my face. He's back there.
Get him! Get him! Get him! Get the fly!
Come on, get it. Come on, camera.
Busy having supper and munching on food. Stefan and I are working really hard, and we're basically just gapping the top ring, following Hot Rod's little thing that they went from 15 thou to 30. So just pull it out. We just got a little file on the bench here, shave 15 thou off, and then pop the ring in the cylinder, square it up with the piston. The second ring will square up the piston itself, and then measure it with a feeler gauge, slap it back together. We're gonna beat the engine with the purse for a little bit.
It's almost like I know what I'm doing. This took 6 takes. Teamwork, high five. There's probably a torch here somewhere, but let's watch me fail. It's just interfering with the dyno, so we just have to customize it. It's still tight. We're really screwed because it's blocking doors.
Well, what I do here is, like, Andy obviously builds the engines. He builds them, rolls them down the ramp, I put them in, set them up. This here's our chassis dyno. It is a DynoJet 224 XLC. It has the load control on it, so it works well for diesel trucks and all that, you know, high horsepower stuff. This here we did some exhaust work, long tube headers, all that stuff. They're very lean from the factory.
Oh, really?
I think it's the emissions deal. If I turn the fuel on sooner, let them, you know, it's just safer, makes more power, works better. Now this actually has the tach module on the pedal, so you can make this more responsive. Put it on the chassis dyno. This car will make 400 and a couple. So it's gonna make that car won't make over 1,000, or it will.
So all of my numbers are rear wheel.
Yeah.
So this is flywheel, so it might be more than I expect.
I'm gonna go cut the shit out of this now. I don't know, but it's damn close. Does Nancy have? Okay, let's start this bitch up.
Hold on. I've seen a lot of engines on this dyno. I've never seen anything like this.
I've never done anything with like the little twins and all, but
Nobody has.
just based off pure assumption, like if it's a 57 and a 57, it's just gonna do what twin 57s do.
Because that's the whole point of the sequentials, is that you get low end boost. Because look, all of it with this closed, right,
Yeah.
goes to this one and spins it, right. Then when it opens, it goes that way because now it's got a secondary place to go.
Maybe more surface area.
Yeah, there's more surface area because it comes through here.
If it had 2 exhaust pipes, it would be ideal in my opinion.
Right.
But yeah. Interesting.
Oh, see the face? See this? This is the face. This is wheels are turning.
Maybe it'll make 1100.
5 liters.
530, something's gonna make power. You guys got balls, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Tar.
What would you put in it?
Tar, man.
I put 530 in my truck.
Yeah.
1100 tire.
A lot of power.
Yeah. I wanted to see how much boost, you know, these wastegates were set at, because I said in all my dyno experiences recently, the person has the spring, it sprung for 30 pounds. And that was kind of a funny foreshadowing because we applied pressure to this and it didn't open until we hit about 30 some pounds. So I had to take it apart and respring it. All right, make sure your lips are in front of your teeth. So you split your lip instead of losing your teeth. You can tell I've done that many times. It had 2 of those like massive McPherson struck coil springs in there. And we put a light one in. It doesn't scare you as much when there's not 30 some pounds of spring aimed at your face. And then when I went to reinstall it, I noticed there was no, this is called a fire ring assembly. It's basically a valve seat that goes in. It goes up in here, and then it sits here so the valve can shut. So if this isn't here, it's a giant exhaust leak, and basically all the exhaust gaskets bypass instead of going into the turbo. You don't make any
I
boost.
need a flange to weld my blow-off valve too.
We had a nice quiet look around, because this would have ruined the day, basically.
No, that's not good.
It's fine.
Yeah? Yeah.
She'll
He said it's
expand.
He said it's fine.
It'll expand with boost. It's tough.
That's all truck boots. So they're all
Yeah,
meant for like
yeah.
50, 60 pounds.
Everything from your harness, we just have to plug into this, and then the wideband will run into it too. He converted this obviously just to map sensor, but what happens is the computer gets pissed when it can't see inlet air temp. You can tune around it, but we figured we would see if there was like an IAT sensor laying around we could wire in quick. And there's no IAT sensor, but there is a mass air meter, so literally we'll just hook this up and let it hang somewhere, and it'll be good enough, you know, for today. 57 and 75, someone remember that so I don't have to.
Who's gonna take
57
and 85?
75.
Wires are laying on top of her throttle cable. It's awesome. We'll burn the computer there.
But if you got 1,000 monkeys banging on a typewriter, you'll eventually pump out the Bible or Shakespeare.
Bible, which one was it? He's like, where's my pizza at?
Yeah, that's right, bud.
You promised there would be pizza. Now I can hook this up and we can see if we get sensors and power. And
Yeah, okay.
get it in here. It's not getting map signal. We'll check that wire on my other thing.
So that was only running on 7 cylinders. So we zip tied our coil pack to our other coil packs because we ended up with one
You want to see
bad
if that
coil
one
pack.
fires actually quick? It's promising already. It doesn't seem like, I mean, I don't know how much he was loading it, but it doesn't seem like it wanted to go into boost as easy. If it wanted to make boost at like 1,000, I was gonna be like, oh, this is gonna be a short day. It's gonna be like out of turbo.
Right. So we're gonna be done today, right? We'll get our numbers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay.
it's weird.
Did it shut it off?
It's not going into boost, yeah. So we got
I just need to make 250 horsepower. 272.
oh, that's like what a stock one will.
So we loaded up and we still got no boost at 3,000. They're thinking that is choking the exhaust out. So we opened up the wastegates on the turbos themselves just to add both right away. We'll see if that makes a difference. Okay, they're open. We'll try it again. So.
Trying to get a lot of air through a small hole, dog.
Yeah, that's too bad.
We just gotta tweak it. It's gotta make something.
You're down full 100% horsepower. That's a big tweak, dude. Ready, right?
Let's see what she does. Make sure this is.
I can feel the thunder, man. She's rumbling down. Picked up 6, man.
I got a 13.
I don't. No, don't ask me. I don't know anything.
I'd say just disconnect these like that.
Okay.
And then just so we can jump ahead.
We're thinking.
What happens?
I'm thinking this as well. That the exhaust is struggling and it's pushing open the wastegate and bypassing the turbo and not making all the cool turbo sounds.
If it starts to get into an out of control horsepower situation, that would be awesome.
Right.
Okay.
Then we can put everything back on.
These turbos are on a 4.5 liter diesel, spinning at probably 3,300 RPM top. So I didn't think that it would choke it out that quick. Mainly because we're running a 2.4 liter displacement at twice the RPM, so it should be somewhat similar.
So we're gonna force it into a runaway.
So we're gonna force it into a runaway and see what's going on. But we're also thinking that the wastegates are opening too soon, so we're gonna put shop air to the back of the wastegates, which is like poor man's boost control, and see what happens there.
Only like 123 kPa, like 3 pounds.
350 horsepower.
Oh, nice.
Dramatically better.
Oh shit, son. The engine is just hitting the valve hard, and it's pushing it open.
Okay.
So maybe those heavy ass springs might have been okay. Maybe. But just because there's so much back pressure. It's because I hit it with 10 pounds and we made 3. So I'll go like right to 20 now and see where we're at.
Yeah.
And then, 6-7 pounds.
4 1/4.
We're almost at Rob Ferretti.
We picked up 75 horsepower and 75 foot-pounds, guys. So.
42% of the injector. All that spring that I thought would be bad would probably be totally fine.
Right.
Just because of excess pressure, yeah.
Right,
This is new for you too, you know. So.
Yep. I think it's all just spark related misfires.
Right, so it was going better, and then we got a misfire. We shut her down. Found 2 bad wires and 1 bad plug that's cracked. All brand new and garbage. So we won't say where they're from, but it starts with N and ends with APA.
I couldn't figure it out because I don't even know what a spark plug is. Looking for an injector.
They're up here, they're there, and then they tell me I need spark plugs too, so...
Still too much, but it sounds better.
Yeah, way better power.
I hate moving fast with the junkyard motor.
I drove good. I drove the truck for like a week.
How much power did it make so I can, I'll make a note on my
Yes, I got it from a junkyard.
Let's knock another 10 out of it. And it tanks pretty early on the run.
Well, we did double, right? We went from 250 to 500.
Oh, yeah.
So we
well,
passed.
it wouldn't even like...
We passed
like,
Ferretti.
climb a hump.
We passed Ferretti. So
Well,
he was
flywheel
Ferretti. We
anyway.
won't talk. We won't talk
Yeah,
about rear
yeah.
wheel.
We won't talk
Blah blah
about it.
blah. We got yeah.
Just ignore
People just
that.
care about the number on the screen.
Yeah, you made 580 couple there.
580?
Yeah.
Wow, yeah. I'd like to see like a 12.5 until we start to hear turbo, and then
Right.
it'll definitely wake up the down low.
Okay.
Yeah, listen to her yell.
Yeah.
It sounds scarier.
And I would imagine little turbos would get that much airflow to do that.
I'm impressed.
We start compressing it.
That was 6,700.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Screaming. You can hear it yell. It's funny. Like,
Yeah.
you want to wear a cup, you think a rod's gonna come out. slow. It's not that bad.
No.
Nah, feel it. A little over 100.
Yeah. That's like barely warm enough to climb
And
into
it's
the
a metal
hot tub.
pipe. If it was aluminum, it would dissipate easier.
Right.
I'm choking it there.
You're good. You're good to make a pull. 11.0 mostly. It kind of dipped hard in the low. It went like 13 almost, but came right back down.
I mean, there's still a lot of power for what you guys have here.
Yeah.
And goofy little turbos with quarter-size holes in them. That's a lot
So
of
you
fun.
should port those out.
So what's your guess? What's our highest number going to be today?
I really,
No.
half an hour ago I would have said 250. You know? So I think you're done gaining big gains on fuel.
Yep.
I think you are.
It has a decent amount of spark in it for 14 pounds, probably. I put it in. I put in a little bit.
What is
So,
that?
and we didn't really. It has all the way up top. It has 20 in it.
20 degrees
Yeah.
with no real intercooler on it. You
Yeah.
know.
Matt, we're going to hit 800.
I don't know. We'll see if those turbos will go.
So we added more pressure to the bottom of the wastegates to try and get more boost. So we're aiming for 16 pounds of boost now.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see if we can quantify a result. Like if it makes, we had 14 pounds. If we make 16 and it making good power, we can say okay, it's making a certain amount of horsepower per pound. Because I figure it's just gonna start falling off. We'll see.
Regardless, we're past where everybody thought that it would go. So that's good. A little disappointing start to the day, but we're getting there.
How did it do for power? Same.
We are done at the top end, and turbos start choking it out at about 700 horse, which is okay. At the peak, it's also around 700 short. The exhaust is hot. So what we're gonna do now is put these wastegates back in again. We lengthened the rod so that they start opening right away. Don't worry, Stefan, I'll get it. And see if we can get higher numbers down low. Originally they thought we were choking out this thing way too soon, like no chance. Now we're blocking out the big turbos, just running on the small ones and seeing if that makes a difference down low. We gotta make some sort of bets. Is it gonna work or is it not?
I don't think it's gonna do it.
You don't think it? Matt says no. I'm gonna say yes just because I went through all the trouble to put this together. Joe?
So this is blocking off the big turbo until it sees 15 pounds
Until
of
it
boost.
sees, no, until it sees a little earlier, probably about 10.
10 pounds back.
Because
It's just more restriction in my opinion.
you're gonna get see boost instant.
Done.
It's
It's gonna work.
straight up and over, and that's it. We're done for the day.
Gonna have shitloads of power everywhere.
Shitloads of power everywhere. Unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna blow it up today.
Not enough turbo.
See, the big one's still spinning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got the crap
Got
out of
all that welding wires out of it. So.
Yeah, just keep flooring it like I said.
Okay. Alright, give her. See what happens.
Everything's logging. It's good. It's candy logging.
Can anybody see the wastegate? Can you see it move? Oh yeah. That's a lot of boost.
It ran right through it.
Oh wow.
Ran right through it.
That's awesome.
Sounds better.
That sounds a little different.
It definitely woke it up a lot more now.
Oh, that's
7 pounds at 3,100 now.
Shut this thing off.
You probably weren't loading it till 35 though.
But it's pretty much. I just put more water to hold it at a low RPM so I could get my hand off the control. And you lost 40 peak, but you picked up 40 average.
Huh.
And you picked up. 40
So they do
average
work.
footprint.
I just want to say that again. We picked up 100 foot-pounds
work.
at 4,500.
Yeah.
I'll sign paperwork.
Right up.
That is.
I don't mind
There we
admitting
go.
when I'm wrong.
All right, let's keep doing it. Let's see what it does.
It's kind of nice when I'm wrong. I hate being right all the time.
It should be a pretty good race car, really. I mean,
Yeah.
having all that shit.
They actually
These
work.
are just professionals. I don't really know.
You're gonna be losing traction.
No, that's why we got the all-wheel drive. It's all-wheel drive quad-drive. Like 70 to 30 torque split front to back instantly, all through torsion diffs.
100 foot-pounds per wheel.
So
Yeah, it's not going to slide.
no, that like 100%. That's what. Oh man, you just made my day. This is awesome.
So if it makes similar numbers on 10 or 8, then you might as well just spring it for 8, call it a day.
Okay.
That was a nice pull. I didn't choke it before I couldn't build boots early. But it didn't make it much upstairs.
No.
I really think we want to look at our average number,
Yeah.
which may be better.
Yeah.
It dropped average power.
Well, we're running lower boost now by 3 pounds. So it does like that 14, that sweet spot,
Yeah.
like 12 to 14 pounds.
So we dropped our top boost, and you can see how the line just dropped. So we're gonna add the boost again at the top end.
You gonna put more on top of the gate, make one more on it?
If you want.
Yeah, one more pull. So yeah, basically just throw those springs back in, right? 35.
You're gonna have to
35.
mess around. So I put ones in that I could do this with.
yeah.
Just
yeah.
because.
Yeah. You just need a little bit more.
It's easy to start on the ceiling when you have the regulators and just add.
Yeah.
Yeah, 553. That was your best average power to date.
Right.
You picked up 6 average.
And I said 4. We got 6.
667. How smooth it is, though. This is good for what you're doing.
And
Yeah.
older
When
at
that
that,
green line is flat, that's good for what you're doing.
when it was disabled, we were making good power, versus now is 650 and
We made 690 couple.
Yeah.
Was our best pull. This was the smoothest pull we had. That was the first pull lit up and did good. It was nice and smooth. And you see, it's the same up top. It's a shitload better down low.
big.
Oh yeah.
That's the purple lines are the torque, right?
Yeah.
Torque went from there to there. So it picked up like almost like 170 foot-pounds or something.
Did I say that my torque curve was going to be straight at the
150.
top? I can't remember.
140 foot-pounds of torque.
Wow.
That's going to be on the
Yeah,
track.
they're
That's
big
going to
time.
be
They do
really
work.
useful.
Yeah. Perfect. Absolutely. You heard it from Matt Happel, ladies and gentlemen.
It works. It seemed like they'd be a total joke and not worth the time. Realistically, it worked. I mean,
Drag car, maybe not for what
I
he's
just
doing.
want-
No, that's exactly what we're aiming for. Is high boost, low RPM, high torque, low RPM, and how long are you really at the top end? So, well, I'm happy with that. Are we gonna? We're gonna gain another 40, 50.
You're not going to hurt for power.
No, I'm not gonna be hurting for power.
now for
We'll
that
be-
much power,
We're
you might
like,
only-
we're gonna be touching broken drive lines.
That's my parting gift for you. The fuse panel,
Oh, yeah.
the 3-bar map, and whatever else I put on here.
Alright, thanks a lot, man.
You can have it. Unless a bunch of stuff changes. Either way, I'll have it. So I
Well,
can
the
always-
only thing that changes is these are gonna be farther
Should be the
back.
same. Should be
Right.
fine.
Yeah?
Just
Okay.
some fine tuning with obviously with the stick shift
Right.
versus the loaded dyno.
Right, but all the turbos are way at the back, and then bigger intercooler, and it's got to bring it all the way to the front again.
The extended piping will make
Yeah,
it a
yeah.
tiny bit laggy, but
Like
That's
you
really
said too, like half a second.
yeah.
Like it's nothing.
We're
not-
at RPM.
Right. So it looks like a mess of wiring, but it's really not that terrible. Tell it when to fire the coils. Tell it when to fire the injectors.
Like, I'm an
and
idiot,
that's it. You got it running.
right? Like Rich, I'm an idiot and I almost understood everything.
Yeah. So, fantastic. 3 days, the time it took to get the engine together, the last few things, I gotta do this yet, gotta do that yet. All well worth it. Disappointed in the fact that the turbos capped out where they did, and we were not able to push the engine to the point where we blew it up. We still have a perfectly good 4.8 left over, but extremely happy in the fact that these turbos are a perfect fit for what we're doing with the Audi. So thanks to Jensen's Engine Technologies for putting up with us. Thanks for all of them for not talking about us right to our face on what a disaster that engine was on the dyno. And it was discouraging at first because 250 horse or something was our first pull, and they're like, it makes more stock, guys. Really thought we were choking it out. Bad spark plug, bad coil, bad wires, which were all new. Thanks a lot for Matt Happel for helping us out. Go check out his channel, absolutely awesome. He's been on for a long time. If you need anything with LS, the information is there. Hopefully, congratulations that you had a baby and that everything worked out. He gets to start that new chapter in his life, and congratulations to his wife. I know he's a super busy guy and still was able to help us out, so really want to give a shout out to him and check out his page and his Facebook group. We've got 5 hours to go on our way home. It's 9 o'clock at night now. Truck stinks like gas, so full stomach. We'll make it home, I guess, hopefully.
It was really fun dicking around on this stuff. I had no idea what I was doing, as you've probably seen on the video. But it was fun to learn, and maybe I can...
Your welding was amazing.
Yeah, my shit welds were... Hey, saved the day, right?
Yep.
I was the only one that could pull it off. And look at this Ford Exploder.
I think that Ford has a non-manifold issue. We're doing 4-wheel burnouts before you know it. I think that's it, kicking back. I think we're actually full this time. So look at that, $50 on the nose. All right, I know what you're thinking. Rich, that wiring was a disaster, and I got anxiety just looking at that video. How did you guys do that? We did that because there's a good reason for it. On the dyno, the intake was facing forward. The coil packs were down on the engine mount, and on our Audi, the intake is actually facing towards the back of the engine, and the coil packs are on top of the valve covers. We already had it wired, but we had to kind of ran that way. We had to cut all of them and move it so it would fit and that the coil packs would run. Kind of an afterthought, but yeah, it is what it is. We got it going. Only a couple things we still really need, and that's the clutch pedal. If you see that, that's the assembly I have. Now, we got one from Tuesday, a Jetta pedal, and I'm sure I can make it fit, but if anybody knows where to get the entire assembly, I need the pedal, the clips, the return spring, and the master cylinder. Hit us up. Also, car's coming along nice. Very happy with the engine. We're working on that. The bell housing I got all the pieces back. Just waiting for shoulder bolts to be made on the clutch, and then we can mate that. But if anybody wants to help us out, put their name on the car, hit us up at DEBOSSgarage@gmail.com. And good advertising opportunity, because I think this one's going to make quite the impact. So thanks for watching. Here we go.
All hail the mighty Quattro.
Now that's just taking the piss.
You're watching?
You're watching.
You're watching.
You're watching.
You guys are watching?
You're watching.
What? The Boss Garage.
Subscribe.